like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. That keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
वेलकम टू अनदर न्यू स्ट्रीम गाइस। तो आज हम खेल रहे जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट।
Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a cheating spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue, spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so?
हेलो एफसी,
should we
कितने
not
लेवल
go
के हो?
there?
अभी तो मैं एडवेंचर रैंक लेवल 28 हूँ।
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
अभी मैं एडवेंचर रैंक 28 पे हूँ। क्या आप भी खेलते हो?
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
ओके। ओह नाइस एफसी, नाइस। जल्दी से एडवेंचर रैंक 16 कर लो ताकि हम दोनों मिलकर मल्टीप्लेयर खेल सकें। दोनों मिलके मल्टीप्लेयर खेलेंगे। जल्दी से रैंक एडवेंचर रैंक 16 आ जाओ, मतलब जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना, एटलीस्ट ट्राई। मुझे भी एडवेंचर रैंक 16 जाने में कम से कम 3 से 4 दिन तो लगे थे। एडवेंचर रैंक 15 से 16 जाने के लिए पूरा 2 दिन लगे थे। अर्जुन खेलता है? उसे मेरे स्ट्रीम पे भेजो, उसे और मैं उसका यूआईडी भेजो, भेजने के बोलता हूँ। तो हाँ, हम दोनों मिलके खेल लेंगे। वो मेरे स्ट्रीम पे आने वाला तो नहीं, इतना तो कंफर्म हूँ मैं। पता नहीं यार, कुछ अलग ही सस्ते नशे करता है वो। अर्जुन नहीं है यार, अगर बुलाए तो भी ना, वो आता नहीं है। उसके कुछ अलग ही नशे है। एक सेकेंड भाई, मैं बॉस को मारता हूँ। यार
Whirling snow.
मर गया। तो क्या बोल रहे थे आप? अबे यार, ओके अर्जुन नहीं आएगा, ठीक है। इसको भी मरना है क्या?
My apologies.
मर जा बेटे। क्या खुला? मेरे को तो वो भी समझ में नहीं आया। ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं क्या?
Whirling snow. Shouldn't get killed. There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. Paimon's seen this. Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in... Oh, that's talismans. Maybe being able to channel divine power in battle? And the... Alright, the last stop. Let's go!
इतना जल्दी कैसे? लेट्स गो।
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Ha! Yeah. My apologies.
This should be fun.
Don't waste my time.
My duty at an end.
ओके I guess it should be in the proper order. अबे यार इनको छोड़ो। यार वो ऊपर है। हाँ
Gotta dash.
इतना ऊपर भेज दिया। ओके अभी मिला अभी मिला। इधर है शामली।
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from...
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chiefs...
Okay.
No, indeed, contrary. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true. Yes, she is only... It said that she's the one...
The Jade Chamber is only...
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about...
That is how the Fatui have... No matter what they may...
So, is there anything...
Yes, as a matter of fact, that...
Blaze lilies. Oh, right.
No. Those Dihua Marsh used to be full of... Before the Archon. Of course, there are some wild glaze lilies, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Search for English for wrongly. विंड ग्लेज कहाँ मिलता है भाई? ओके मार्किंग दिया तो लेट्स गो.
I'm out of here. It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand Pyramid? Huh? Submit.
You wait. Blood repays blood.
Bubba, get them!
It's nothing.
Okay.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Okay.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Kinda can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's your serious attitude now?
Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flower?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near you...
Oh, son?
No, it's quite alright. When the Archon War came to its end 2000... Yes. Now that the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely... This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has...
So what do you think of this?
Huh?
Seriously?
This... As a mortal, but as an Adeptus.
Huh? Did you...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chunin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient... If you would excuse me, I should
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies,
Yeah, Paimon can already...
I've had enough beginning a new undertaking, so you must be careful to...
Wow. See? Alright, I think it...
नॉट इन मूड ऑफ फाइटिंग, प्लीज गो। चला जाए यहाँ से। सब लोग मेरे पीछे क्यों पड़े हैं? Okay. Let's go to the point. Shangdi.
Huh? What happened?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though...
Colleagues.
Ah, you're the consultant. The Millilith are watching our
Desperate time?
The Adepti of Joyun Kar.
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. However, both sides were quite...
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge this.
Surely the Liu at Qixing are not the sort to give...
Their boneheadedness is not...
And what now?
That's all Ningguang's. She proclaimed that in these only now do they want to start keeping tabs on... Anyway, Mr. Zhongli.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli. We've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave. Consider your next course of action.
So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone, he must be waiting for the moment. But where could we find him? Where would he go at a time like this?
Okay. चलो
I'm out of here.
कितना दूर है ये? Okay, teleport to Liyue Harbor. Mount Young. Well. I guess golden is ये है. It is what it is. ऐसे नहीं जाना चाहता है उसको. ओके अभी हम ओके चैट में तो कोई नहीं है. लेट्स ट्राई टू गो टू इनोजुमा आइलैंड.
This is the goal. It looked impressive enough from the outside. This is where all of Tabassamora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few more go missing. it's a trap. But even if we can't take, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora, it's like, oh, right, it's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go...
तो कोई तो है. कोई तो है. ये कौन है ये?
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been... If it weren't for that lovely... Stopping...
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so... the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
लगता है चाइल्ड से अभी
You could say
fighting.
that. When
ठीक है.
Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come run. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Okay.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Poor timing. So quick to flee. Passable left. How unbecoming. A clear shot.
Take flight!
मर जा भाई बेटे मर जा.
Progress. Not bad. You've got a trigger. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. All you do is run. Raging tide.
It's nothing.
Something else catch your eye?
अबे यार. ये क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं?
Gotcha. no use hiding back there. I'll crush you.
Ow! We did raise our target!
You've got some skills.
And then away I go! Sakura swirl! Whirling...
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing with the close to the Exodia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
भाई साहब क्या है तू
Not bad. But this is going to cost you!
भाई साहब चाइल्ड क्या कर रहा तू इतना अच्छा बंदा था तू क्यों कर रहा है ऐसा रुक ये एक करेंगे ये एक करेंगे
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it! Take flight! So rude! Whirling snow!
इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग क्यों है भाई ये
give up.
Make my escape. Bye.
Your life is mine.
Some you win, and some you lose.
ओह भाई मार दिया at last.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must, in fact, in my...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what are you planning
इसका
to
मतलब
do?
next boss हमारा
I will awaken the
Signora
god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god would be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geor, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
किसको समन कर दिया कौन सा बॉस है ये
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. on? That guy is fast. What's going on?
ओके, ये एक नया बॉस है या चाइल्ड ही एक कुछ दूसरा रूप में आया. आई एम सो कंफ्यूज्ड.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Leela yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with the calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Leela? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pin in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Well, that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Lilith. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
भाई साहब क्या Shit. What is going on? Didn't like to say that.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
What is going on? What just happened?
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Take flight! Whirling snow!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body, it's like the tiny giant coast. Wow, it's Madame King's shockwave. It's really strong.
Looks like I went too far.
Take flight. Come on out. With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Gunners like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Then perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Over here. Submit. Take flight. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
flight!
Looks like I went too far.
My apologies! Take flight! Embrace the ice! My apologies!
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
वो बेटे
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
okay
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
पर इसमें तो हम भी मर गए ओके एडेप्टाइज हमें लेके आ गए भाई साहब क्या ही खतरनाक बॉस फाइट था ये दिस इज माय फेवरेट बॉस फाइट
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Okay.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
Oh.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Longshem Funeral Parlor.
भाई साहब क्या था ये कुछ भी कहो मजा बहुत आया बाप रे इतने सारे अचीवमेंट्स Guys, should I make a draw. I guess we need to. रुको, ये क्या है? Okay, it's a boat. इसके अंदर कुछ नहीं है. क्या फालतू बोट है ये? Let's go. Let's go on this point so that we can get some better luck, because this is an wishing point. So here we are. ओके गाइस, बताओ कौन सा ड्रॉ करें, कैरेक्टर्स वाला या वेपन्स का? देखो वेपन्स तो चाहिए, देखो अभी 5 स्टार होने वाले हैं कैरेक्टर्स, तो वेपन्स तो चाहिए. आई गेस आई विल गो विथ वेपन वाला क्रिएट. लेट्स गो. क्या मिला? ओके ठीक है. किताबें. इट्स टाइम. ओके, ये तो था मेरे पास. ओके, अभी भी है. नहीं हो गए. इट्स ओके, होता है.
Hey!